Hi. So, in this video, this is for the Dismemberment and Bonebreak, and I'm going to be covering how to add the different meshes to the spawnable dismembered parts of the skeleton that we just added in the last video. There's a video on how to chop up one already, but that's about an hour long and guaranteed to make you sleep. So we'll make this a concise version. Concise? That's the word. We'll go with that one. So just going to stick with the same pack from the New Punch Studio with the skeleton zombie pack on this one, but there's many other packs out there, but I'm going to stick with this one. I quite like it. What we're going to do is right, let's navigate to skeleton zombie and let's go to parts. Okay, so what we can see here is this pack actually uses skeletal meshes. Now it's great because he has made a skeleton is constructed completely off component parts, which is great. Not so great if we want to make them into gibs and chunks and bits that fly off the body when we go to town. So what I'm going to suggest is, this is quite a dirty fix, but it does the job. I'm not going to be too precise with it because it'll just give you a rough idea on what we're doing. You can be as precise as you want with the different animations because you might not necessarily be using this pack. Right, so bulk export. Bosh. Let's just save this to the desktop, new folder, and new folder 2, perfectly named. Look at that. Export all these bad boys out, export all, jobs are good in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder in here. Wow. Parts input. We import. Click on here. And what we're going to do is untick skeleton mesh. We're going to look for materials. There we go. Don't search local, search all assets. Material import method. This materials, create new materials, that's fine. Let's go with that, import. It should bring them all back with the correct meshes. So let's just drag these onto the map. As we can see, these are all picking their appropriate place on the body at height, which is not much use to us. See, the base point is here. So let's just say we don't need to use the chest. That's not one we'll actually need, so we can just get rid of that. But let's say the head. Right, that's no good. So let's open the head up and we'll just go to the re-import things. Here we go. So we should have an import transform. So I want to bring this in about, let's say -90. 1Z. And if we just hit the re-import button, beep, beep, ba -da -ba. That's a bit better. Let's try another. We'll not do this with all the meshes, we'll just do this with the head, because it's the most fun one. So let's just do -50. No, -150. Import. Yeah, let's go with that, that's fine. I can live with this. So, once you've positioned all of your meshes where you need them to be, we can then start importing them into the table. Okay, so I've just done one as an example. The others are going to spawn slightly out of place. I just don't want to drag this on too long for you. So let's go to Dismemberment Bonebreak, Blueprints, Data Table, Bone Amputated Mesh. What we have here is, there we go, for the zombies. We want to add some of these things in here. So just for the sake of it, we'll add in a head. Zombie BA head. Look at that. So heads don't have a child. Head is the primary object. Okay, so there is nothing below the head. Let's go into Dismember. So the way this is done, to make it understandable, you can add more of these in. The damage parent is basically populated from a pull down list, and these are predefined as points of getting hurt. So these next two columns can be confusing, so I'm just going to try and explain these for you just now. So we have hit parent mesh selection only. Right? I've actually put this in the wrong place. This should be there. So this is the mesh that gets hit, and when it's dismembered, it checks if this is the only mesh or if there's a mesh below that. So for example, if you lose the arm, is the upper arm on its own, or is it attached to the lower arm as well? If it's attached to the lower arm and that's not already missing, it will detach this one. If the lower arm is missing and the upper arm is intact, it will display only the hit mesh selection only, and I need to stop clicking on that. Cool. So head will be in the primary mesh, and let's just go and stick some others in just for fun. So we'll do some arms. Let's do BB. Was it BA? Yeah. So BA left arm. So this would be, I'm assuming this is his upper arm. So left arm upper, and we don't actually have a mesh for the two of these together, so we'll just skip by that. Left arm lower, BA. Yeah, let's bang one of them in. I'm putting these in the wrong place. Completely wrong. Let's do that again. Let's just bash these in here. They're not in the correct order, but it's fine. So let's just stick with the left arm just now. Cool. I'm just going to go and check that they are actually classed as zombies. Character type. No character type. So, no. Oh. There we go. Character type human. So we want to change this to character type zombie. Right, so if we now, I'll remove these from the map because that's going to create a wee bit of a mess. Right. And if we want to dismember the zombies rather than just break their bones, let's stay inside the zombie blueprint, click on Dismemberment and Bonebreak, and then type in dis. Now we want to damage can dismember. Okay, so let's give this a wee bash. So there we go, we've got some wonky looking little dudes. And come on, there we go. Now I've got the heads coming off, gravity's working, this arms, yeah. Sorry, I could stay and do this all day. One more. Haha. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the subscribe button at the bottom, and I'll see you next time.